All right, this question comes from DCUC Maniac 999. What character would you like to see in the DC Cinematic Universe, and what character would you like to see in the DC TV universe? Well, I would like to see, honestly, I would like to see in the DC Cinematic Universe, besides the ones that we've seen already, I would like to see. Let's see here. It's kind of a tough one, but I would not mind seeing Vigilante. I know it's weird, but Vigilante in that universe could work. Like, he's a dark character, so to see Vigilante in there, that'd be pretty sick. To see like how Batman would deal with that, or even Hourman. Like, these are like other heroes that people don't really know about too much. Like, I like Hourman. I haven't read a lot of his stuff, but like the fact that he can make a serum that makes him strong for an hour, like on his hourglass, like he's almost invulnerable. That's pretty sweet. And then I'd also like to see a new Bane. I like Nolan's Bane. He was cool, smart, strong, but I want to see like a Venom enraged Bane who is also smart, like something like from Arkham Origins. I want to see a Bane like that in live action. So, and then for the DC TV series universe, I would not mind actually seeing a Superman. Like, that would be cool. Like, even if it's like a 10-second thing of him flying past, a 10-second clip of him just flying past like his cousin or something on Supergirl, that would be awesome to see that. That'd be pretty sweet. And then we got a question here from Roy Extreme, a good friend of mine. He says, "Hey, I got 3 questions. What do you think is your best work?" Ooh, I don't know. I honestly, you know what? I'm gonna say the Rising Knight. The Rising Knight series is probably like one of my best, I think. I also like the TMNT though that I'm running with, but a Rising Knight though, that's where it's at, in my opinion. That's where I feel like I've really flourished. So, and then have I ever had an embarrassing what the fuck moment while filming, like someone walking in and giving you a what the fuck look, a WTF look? No, actually no. Nope. I nobody really, like, I'm not really embarrassed to film or anything like that. Everybody comes in, it's just like whatever. It's just the way it is. So, and which movie do you think will be better, Civil War or Batman vs Superman? That's actually a very good question, because honestly, with the Russo brothers doing Civil War, these movies could be equally good. Like, they could balance each other out. Like, I could be happy with both at the same level. Some people say, no, you got to pick one. Honestly, I don't know like what to expect with the Russo brothers. Like, at the helm of that movie, anything could happen. Especially like how good Captain America was, the Winter Soldier. That was like, that movie was awesome. So, but then again, like, I haven't really seen too much on the Civil War yet to really say what if it's gonna be better or not. Where I've seen some more trailers of Batman vs Superman. Well, I've seen the 2 trailers, and there's a third one gonna debut soon. I've seen more of what they're doing. I'm gonna go with Batman v Superman for just this reason. I'm just gonna leave it like this, because the story seems more in depth than what Marvel has been doing. I think the most in-depth story that Marvel has done was The Winter Soldier, and it was very, very well done. So this one could be just as good, even better than Winter Soldier. Civil War could, which could put it on par with Batman vs Superman, or Batman v Superman. With Batman v Superman, they're tackling different subjects. Like, I think it was the other day, Ben Affleck and Zack Snyder were talking about, like, they're tackling the real issues. Like, people can't actually fly around and, beat each other to death and destroy buildings, and, nothing happens. Like, oh yeah, blah blah, and it's pretty deep. Like, this seems like it's gonna be pretty deep, like what's going on with it. So I'd like to see the Russo brothers and Civil War tackle about, like, everything that's been happening, and I think it's gonna happen. I think they're gonna tackle the issues like with the whole Loki invasion, and with Ultron like just going crazy like that. Like, you know what I mean? I think they're gonna make it a deeper issue, but right now I'm gonna go with Batman vs Superman because what I've seen so far, the visual effects and the photography, everything looks great, and the story looks like and sounds like, from what I know to my knowledge, that it's gonna be pretty deep and pretty well done. But if it ends up being a flop, then of course Civil War is gonna be better. But we'll see what happens. And then the last question comes from Israel Sheehan. He says, what are some underrated stop motionists? Underrated meaning like people that are just not known but are really, really good. Underrated, let's say, I don't know, man. Like I'm trying to think some people that are underrated, that I think are underrated and are not well known. Underrated, I would go with let's go with Bland Clan Videos. I think he's really underrated. He puts out some pretty good content, and I just think that he doesn't get enough attention that he deserves on his channel. Blank Clan Videos, sub to him, has some pretty awesome stuff over there. Another one I would have to say that's underrated would probably be Your Friendly Neighborhood Animator. Very good stop motion artist, and I know that he has like piled up the subs, but I think he needs more because he's really, really good and he needs more attention. So sub to him. That's Your Friendly Neighborhood Animator, all one word. Always putting out good content. Always. Another one would be War TV. Doesn't really have War TV 14. He really doesn't have like the backgrounds. You know what I mean? Like it's just a white screen or like a white background, but like the motions that he's doing in his videos are pretty solid. He's how can you say it? It's to the point where like you can enjoy it without a background. And it would be even better if he had a background. So that's just my opinion. Another one I would say that's underrated, like I don't know, maybe I'm just saying, maybe I'm wrong on this, I don't know. An underrated would be the Leo Legendary 10, because I didn't know really anything about him too much, and then he just popped up and I was like, oh man, awesome. It was really good though. I'm trying to think who else could be underrated, who you would consider underrated. Roy Extreme, highly underrated in my opinion. Very good. His stories are pretty in depth. They're pretty deep. So check him out. Sub to him. That's Roy Extreme. Let's go with Asher Joshua 098. He deserves a lot more attention on his channel than he gets. He has some very, 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 very good content. Sub to him. His name is Asher Joshua 098. Thinking who else here? Who I could consider underrated? You know, okay, I'll go out and say this, because like the video, in my opinion, was very well done. It wasn't completely smooth, but it was well done, where like the story made up for it, like for the lack of smoothness, and that's cool because this guy doesn't always shoot stop motion. So I'm gonna go with Marine Hulk, Predator versus Batman. That video right there was like very well done, and I was happy to be a voice in it. it was based off of that one that live action video with Predator and Predator and Batman. But like, it's so well done, and some of his other videos are done pretty decent, like the camera angles and all that for the fights, whether there's Wolverine versus Sabretooth and all that. So yeah, I would go with Marine Hulk being underrated. Pretty good animator. Like, he's not the best, but his, like I'm saying, his storytelling and his camera angles with his fight scenes and his choice of voice actors, it really makes up for the lack of smoothness that he doesn't really have in it. It's not completely choppy either, but very underrated though, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm thinking if there's anyone else who I think is underrated. No, I think for me, like, that comes to my mind right now is that would be underrated. No, one more I think is underrated would be DCUC Maniac 999. In my opinion, is underrated. I don't think that channel gets as much attention as it should. Sub to him. That's DCUC Maniac 999. He's coming out with a new series. It looks like it's gonna be pretty awesome. It has Batman, Arrow, Black Canary, White Canary, Superman, Flash, John Blake. He has some good stuff, so check him out. It's pretty smooth. He has some really, really, really good sets. Check out his channel. I think, and like I said, in my opinion, I think he's just underrated, especially with his sets. His sets are great. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's a wrap up of the Q&A for this one. So thanks, guys, for showing up for that. Like I said, before I ask some questions again, and then we'll go do this video again we'll be on vlog number 4 by that time, because this is vlog number 3. Like I said, guys, thanks for asking the questions. I'm happy to answer anything you guys want. Yeah, guys, so thanks for coming out. I'm Red Mask Animation, and I'm out of here.